Hey guys, this is Jacob here. So today I want to talk a little bit about, I just got done reading a book called The Principle of the Path. Now I didn't read the entire book, but I read the first part of it, and I am laying it aside now. I am going to go on to read other books. For those of you who know me, you know that I got my personal development plan is 80-20. I used the 80-20 rule. So 80% of what I do from a personal development, I make sure that it is currently something that I personally am working on, and that I spend 20% of my time focused on the things outside of the primary areas that I need to improve. And so, and I say most books have 80% of the information in the first 3 chapters, and this is what I would call one of those books. You get the primary message. Now, I will probably read the entire book someday, but there's so many books to read that sometimes you have to make a decision which way you're going to go with it. And so anyway, the principle of the path is basically this. If you end up in life, let's say you started a job 5 years ago. 5 years later now, you're broke, you're depressed, and you hate what you do with your life. See, you went down a path to get that end result. Where you are and what you have is a direct result of the path that you traveled down to get where you are today. Now, the thing about it is that people want a quick fix to their problem. There is no real quick fix. The thing that we have to do is that if we don't like where we are, we have to change our path so that we go to a different direction. We can't turn around and go the other direction. If I'm broke today, I'm going to have to go down a different path to get myself in a better financial position. If my business is not where I want it to be, then I need to go down a different path. And I know that it is easy to know when you need to do something different, but it is not always easy to know what that different thing is going to be. But in business, for example, let's say you want to go from $500,000 a year. Let's say you're just getting started. You're at, let's say, $500K, and you want to go to $5 million. What specific steps are you going to have to do to get there? Well, I would say find somebody who has done what you want. Find somebody who has already done that. Find somebody who's been at 5 million. Find somebody who's been at that level that you want to be at. And I would say find somebody in recent years. I'm not talking about somebody who did it 20 years ago. Businesses change very much. Find somebody who did it in the last 5 to 10 years, and find out what they did, some of the systems that they used. Innovate. Think for yourself, but find a path to get to that exact same thing. What systems do you have to implement? Who do you have to hire? What kind of products do you want to go after? What is the path that you're going down? Another thing could be, let's say you want to make, if the goal is to go to $5 million, to make $500,000, maybe you need to say, why not instead do $2 million and figure out how to have a 25% profit margin? So knowing your end goal is going to help you it's going to help you make a much better decision about where you want to go. Because for some people, I know that personally, I would rather do $1 million at a 30% profit margin than $5 million at a 10% profit margin. So just something to think about, kind of where you want to go with your life. Know the path that you're on and know where you're going. And it's just amazing what can happen when you allow the process to work. And it's just a matter of time until you achieve what you want. And I'm speaking to myself because I have not nearly achieved everything I want. But I'm consciously making decisions to help me go down a better path. And I've made some decisions recently that were not the greatest. But guess what? That does not have to define where I will end up. It just defines if I continue to make those decisions. So with that, I hope you guys are having an incredible day. Thanks for listening. We'll talk with you next time.